cómo dejó de sucia las plantas. So yeah, so today we are going to be washing the trees. So the ones here on this area are okay. Well, see, look, see how like they're super dusty right there. That sort of chokes them up. So what I'm trying to do is basically um, just use water. When it's like really excessive, then I'll use a little bit of soap. But yeah, so I have to wash all the trees. I'm actually in the middle of that. Um, already washed most of the ones that you see over there. There's just another one that I want to show you how I do it. So nada más le quiero enseñar uno de los árboles que me falta para para limpiar. Más que no quiero caerme. Ando acá por los árboles enfrente de la casa. No me quiero caer, no me quiero caer. I don't want to fall, so. Oh, I almost fell. All right, so that's the plan. So I already washed that line of trees. And so this one looks dirty, but it's actually two trees that are dying, but they've been dying for a while. I didn't realize that, that the dust storms left like a bunch of dirt on them. And so that sort of chokes them up. Anyway, so yeah, so I was washing all this aisle of trees and I got really tired because I have back issues. So then I went to sit down for a little bit and I left the water here, uh, watering this tree that we just planted. So these are going to basically cover for the ones that are dying in the back. See? Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, I didn't realize that what was wrong with them. So anyway, so I think I'm saving this one, but that one is, yes, it's futile, but I still clean it after a big dust storm. And we had several dust storms that are really bad. So anyway, but I want to show you how bad. So these are already cleaned earlier this morning. But let me show you how the dust storms. See, look, this is how the dust storms leave the trees, and it basically suffocates them, right? So then, what I have to do is, and we have hundreds of trees, but then I have to go in and basically start kind of from the top and water, and just kind of have it go drip down and then just kind of slowly go down, go down, go down like that because so the water comes down and it brings the dirt with it, the dirt that was kind of stuck to the tree. And so I have to kind of go from the top to the bottom so that way um, it gets most of the dirt off. Obviously, I can't really clean the trees as much as I want because we're in the desert. So I only give myself this luxury of washing the trees every so often because, um, well, the trees put out as much moisture in the air as they take in water. So it's an equal situation, but still. Anyways, yeah. So basically, that's kind of what I do. Start from the top, and then kind of water and just spray it until it drops most of the dirt. What happens with when there's dirt, the the spiders put nests on the spiders and moths can webs and the moths like little nests and stuff in the middle of the tree. So then that also doesn't is no good for the tree. So yeah, so now we're going to this one. Like I said, I had started it earlier, but my back is not fantastic. So my back was killing me, so I had to sit for a bit. And anyways, but look at this one. Look at the difference between this one that I already did, or most of it, And then this one, huge difference, right? Si mira la diferencia, madre. Este, yeah, it's yeah, like I said, it can choke our trees, and we've put a lot of love, effort into just trying to keep them alive here out in the desert. So these help us, obviously, capture CO2, obviously, but then also their windbreak lines. Um, they also help us decrease the temperature around us. So when we first moved here, average temperature was about 115, and now we're into the hundreds when it goes really high. And again, we're in the desert. Um, but also, even if it's kind of like a high temperature and stuff like that, it's cool underneath the trees because we have a dry heat. So if it's underneath like a shade and stuff, then we are super fortunate because then it's not as hot. But yeah, so just look at the difference, when we started, like from the top and then to the bottom. Yeah, it like it basically suffocates the trees if we don't take off the dirt that the dust storms leave. But again, I only do this every so often. I can't do it every time after the dust storm because water's precious. But yeah, so yeah, look at the difference between that tree that I had already done and then how this looks done there. It's and so we put when we first moved to the desert, it really was basically desert, and then so we planted a lot of native trees. So these trees take less water than normal trees anyway, but yeah, and so we did that so that it's cooler, it captures the CO2, and it just makes it more livable here. And yeah, so I think it makes a huge difference. But like I said, I can't always do it because of the water situation. But then also, you know, there's so much to do here in the ranch, or so you do what you can as much as you can, right? So it's getting there. It's getting there. And like I said, I start from the top and just kind of slowly inch my way back down. And yeah, so basically, we're washing the trees. Yeah, but this will allow them to obviously breathe, and when they breathe, they take in the CO2, which is fantastic. Um, and then they give us the oxygen, which is really good. But yeah, and so this serves as washing them, like taking the dirt um, off of that, but also it serves as watering them as well. So when I do this, then I know I cannot turn on the irrigation system. So it's kind of like I either wash them or I water them. And so this week we are washing them, and then next week we'll do the irrigation on these. But yeah, so hopefully, like, and we've maintained them for like these are like about 10 years old, so we're doing okay with them. But yeah, once I discover that after the dust storms, that dirt that was left on the trees was suffocating it, then that's when we started to try to take care of that. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that with the other tree that I showed you earlier. Yeah, that one's, like it's slowly dying. And, but here we try to keep it as long as we can. Um, it doesn't matter if the trees have fruits or even if the trees are pretty or not. So long as they have, they're green, we are excited to take care of them because they give us oxygen, and they take the carbon out of the air as well. So yeah, it's just almost done with this aisle, and I think this is the one that got hit the most after this last dust storm. Yeah, the dust storms here are really bad because we're out here by the desert and stuff. So there's a lot of dirt for the dust to pick up, and it picks it up and then just dumps it everywhere. And yeah, this last time it was pretty ferocious. And so, anyways, and I love these type of trees because they don't um, like the dirt doesn't stick to them as much, but they do have the spider webs. I don't know. Let me see if I can see. There's a spider web. So the spider webs love to get on these trees. So we have to kind of do this every so often too, so that the spider webs, well, the spiders don't um, can't keep their nests and stuff. Because we get here, we have the black widows, well, many different types of spiders, but the ones that make me nervous are the black widows, obviously. Yeah, and the last one. This is going to be the last one for today because I also have to water. I started farming, or putting my vegetables in, and so I need to take care of that today as well. I was going to go into the art center because they're doing an art hangout sort of thing at the local art center, but I just have too much work. So I think I'm going to call it. I think this is, I didn't get this side of the tree. Hold on. So we'll start from the top. Again, we start from the top and kind of sprinkle, 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 bring it down so that the dirt gets off of it. Obviously, not all the dirt comes off, but at least enough for to allow it to continue to breathe. And then once it can fend for itself, then it takes care of itself. And yeah, but again, also once I did this, then I know that I cannot turn on the irrigation system this week because I already did this to them. We have to be careful with making sure that each of the trees gets enough love from all of us, including love of the water. So here you go. All right. Well, I think this is it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, madre. Hasta luego. Ay, let me see if I can turn off the live. Wow, I have. Okay, bye. Besitos, everybody.